Hey everybody, it's Melissa and I am so excited to talk about this fragrance. I mentioned it last month, but I'm not sure if a lot of people caught on to it, all right? I got a scent here that potentially smells like afternoon swim, and it's from Spirit of Kings, and it's called Arrakis, all right? And honestly, I didn't expect the bottle to look like this, and I already did the unboxing and I sprayed it on myself already. I know I wanted to save it for the video, but I got too excited. All right, so I'll put the discount link for this fragrance in the comment section below in case you guys want to try it. That is, an affiliate link in case you want to support the channel, but buy where you're comfortable. But this is not a sponsored video. All right, this brand doesn't even know who I am, but Arrakis, whatever you want to call it. I tried this fragrance, like I said, a month ago with a sample where I had a sample set of fragrances from this brand, right? So I tried a couple of them, wasn't really rocking with it, but this stood out to me because I heard that it smelled like Tiger by Bulgari and Afternoon Swim by Louis Vuitton. And instead of this being $200, $300, it's priced at $190, which shocked me because I honestly expected it to be in that $200, $300 category because of, the fragrances it was inspired by. Now, what does this actually smell like before I give my personal opinion and start cheesing about this scent? It smells like grapefruit, there's woody notes, and ambroxan. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up that this is a very citrusy fragrance on me. I don't pick up any woody notes. It's just citrus and ambroxan. And just picture Afternoon Swim, but instead of oranges, it smells like grapefruit, all right? And I know when people hear grapefruit, they automatically think of Bleu de Chanel, but no, this does not smell like Bleu de Chanel. All right, now who can wear this type of fragrance? Literally anybody. I find this to be very unisex. This is a summer, springtime fragrance. I would say if I had to pick, maybe it would lean a little bit more masculine just because of that ambroxan though, because ambroxan is present in so many standard designer fragrances on the masculine side. But there's still feminine scents like Delina that have ambroxan in it. So if you're just a citrus fanatic like myself, if you live in warm weather year round, then this is just like an easy pickup right here. Now, in terms of performance, this is easily noticeable for about 5 to 6 hours on my skin, but it doesn't completely fall off after that. In fact, I could still smell it on my wrist when I put my nose closer to it, but it's, not noticeable. Now, this is something that doesn't have crazy projection. It doesn't have an insane scent trail, but it's decent enough. Like your scent bubble is definitely going to be filled when you use this fragrance. And what I like is that it isn't synthetic, all right? There's a lot of citrusy, fruity fragrances out there that get a bit too sharp, and it kind of gives you a little bit of that headache feeling. And I have to say, I did spray, I think 5 sprays of this, and I felt that feeling just a little bit right here, just because I didn't expect this much juice to come out. I was so used to using the sample of it that, doing 5 sprays with that was no problem. But I think with this fragrance, I'll probably do maybe a cool 3 if I were to do it on skin, just because it is still very much present in my scent bubble. I have not gone nose blind to this fragrance yet, and it's maybe been about an hour, so it's performing pretty well. But again, I do just want to emphasize that this is not a beast mode scent, so don't expect some stellar results, all right? If you want to layer it with Molecule 1 or Molecule 2, you can, but this as a standalone scent is amazing. Now, in terms of compliment factor, this is my very first day with the bottle, but with the sample I used, I did receive a compliment from somebody. I think I did around 3 sprays of that. They complimented me when I hugged them, so it wasn't having that projection, but still just very mass appealing scent. All right, this is honestly my type of niche fragrance right here. Okay, it's not known to the general public, so in that sense it's unique, because if someone were to ask you what you're wearing and you say, oh, it's Arrakis by Spirit of Kings, you're going to be talking gibberish. They're not going to know what that brand is. They're not even going to hear. They don't even know the name of the fragrance. Majority of people, they're not going to be familiar with it. Majority of people just don't know niche fragrances to begin with. So that is the advantage of wearing a scent like this, is that it has it's going to be the type of fragrance that's an absolute compliment magnet, but people just won't know where to get it, right? They're not going to know what it is, where to find it. A lot of people want to test things in stores, and I absolutely get that. So they're not going to go out of their way to look this fragrance up, watch videos, and do all that. So it's one of those fragrances that, you know what, you don't have to gatekeep, because people are just not going to know how to access this type of scent. They're not aware of the discount sites and, you know, where to find the best deals with fragrances like this. But honestly, for the price point of $190, smelling like one of my favorite scents, I mean, I can't, it's honestly like a no-brainer for me, you know. And I make those videos at the end of the month where I mention my top 5 favorite fragrances, and I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to put an assumption that this is going to be in there. All right, it's my first day doing a full wear of this, but I already know that I'm going to use more of this month. All right, I've been using the hell out of Elysium for like the past 7 days already because I love that scent. But this is going to be a nice one to throw on, especially in the summertime. We're in spring right now, but for me, I love to go to the beach. That's my sort of vibe right there. And I want to roll in with like a sexy, fresh and clean fragrance that nobody else is wearing, you know, just that type of scent. You know, I love summertime for that reason. It just, you know, it makes me happy, you know. So this is just that type of fragrance that will boost your mood. You know that you smell good. And even compliment factor aside, y'all, like if I'm running errands with this fragrance on me, I feel good. I could care less about the compliment factor of it. I just know for a fact that I love this scent. All right, me personally, if I love it, that is what matters. And if other people enjoy it on me, that's just an extra bonus. And I am going to tell you that this is something other people will like on you. It's going to be hard to hate this fragrance when somebody smells it on you. The only downside I would see to it is just if you do get a little bit of a headache with this scent, because it is citrusy, and no matter how high quality a citrus fragrance can be, to some people it'll still hit a bit too sharp. All right, so just be cautious of that if citrus fragrances aren't your favorite things to rock. But y'all, like this scent, I love it. It's simple. Like I mentioned in the beginning, there's only 3 notes that are listed, I believe, on Fragrantica. And I only really smell 2 of them. I can only really pick up 2 of them. And this is a high quality fragrance. And like, I'm happy because with those monthly videos that I do, if y'all have watched them, there's like the same fragrances all the time, right? It's hard for me to find something else to add to the mix because a lot of the new scents I try, I have to admit to you, are pretty mid, right? There's not really a lot of the ones I try, I'm not super crazy about. I might like them, but am I going to constantly wear them? Not really. The ones that I constantly wear are the ones that I haven't shut up about for like the past year or 2, ever since I have tried them, you know? So this scent right here has good potential. Now, I'm not saying that I will never wear Afternoon Swim. I still like that scent, but that one is pricier than this. And the other thing is, you know, there are people now that I know in real life that after watching my videos and hearing my recommendations, they themselves have bought Afternoon Swim. So it's just one of those things that, you know, other people around you, you didn't gatekeep it from them, and now people are smelling like you. And it's like, you know what? I missed having that uniqueness. I missed having that signature scent that other people weren't rocking, you know? So for me, this is why Arrakis comes in clutch, because like even if I were to talk about it to, you know, people that I personally know, they're not going to know where to get it from, you know? But even that aside, I like that this has pretty solid performance for a fresh and clean fragrance. Nothing too fancy, but it's not shabby at the same time. You know, it's not like, oh, it's been an hour and it completely fell off my skin. I hear that complaint a lot when it comes to Elysium and Afternoon Swim. And like I said in the middle of this video, it's about an hour in and it's still, this thing is still pushing. It's still pushing at a decent level, you know? So I cannot wait to wear this to the beach. This is gonna be like my beach fragrance. And you know what I also like, aside from the smell of it, right? This bottle is pretty heavy duty. It's pretty durable. For me, whenever I go on road trips, I tend to bring fragrances like Light Blue Intense by Dolce & Gabbana because if something were to happen to the bottle, I wouldn't be tripping too hard about it, right? I'm not worried about, oh, the glass is gonna shatter. It's the bottle itself is it's easy to travel with. And this, I mean, it's like a golden cucumber with a crown on it. It, like, even if this is rolling around, it's not just gonna like, it's not gonna break on me. It's gonna hold the juice really nicely. So I probably won't bring samples of this when I go places unless I'm flying. Then that's a different story. But if I'm doing road trips, I would probably just throw this in my backpack or throw this in my duffel. And this is probably going to be the only fragrance I bring. It's going to be something like that. You know, I love my other scents, but sometimes their bottles are a bit on the weaker side. You know, you're worried too much about them, and I don't want to put it in samples. I just want to be able to bring it. And this thing, look how compact it is. You know, this is 100 ml, and you could just squeeze it anywhere. It'll be fine. But I have to give this a thumbs up. I really, really like this scent right here. And if you're somebody like me that enjoyed things like Afternoon Swim, then this is going to be a scent that you might enjoy as well. I'm not going to say it's a guarantee, because some people might not mess with grapefruit the same way they do with mandarin. And I do want to say I have not tried Tigar yet. I haven't. And I remember a subscriber told me that the perfumer, is it the perfumer of Tigar made this, or a perfumer of a dupe of Tigar made this? I can't remember. It's slipping my mind right now. If you know what I'm talking about, please educate everybody in the comment section if I misspoke about it. But this is my favorite fragrance from the brand so far. I've only tried maybe 2-3 other scents from them. The rest of them I could care less about. I will be doing a review on Matar because I could see that being mass appealing, but for me, wasn't really with it. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but this also slightly in the beginning reminded me of Creed Aventus cologne. All right, the cologne, not the original. So I love this scent. I can't wait to keep rocking it, and I am going to be talking about this, or maybe I should keep this kind of more on the chill side. You know, only bring it up like every once in a while, but y'all know it's my secret weapon, one of those things. Who knows? I already exposed myself right then and there. But again, I'll put the discount link for this fragrance with global shipping in the comment section below. If you've tried this scent, please let me know what you think. I am loving it so far right now. I've got on my white t-shirt and it's perfect. All right. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.